Let's talk about one of the best acquisitions we ever made. Now, this is according to our deal scoring index and according to the actual outcome of how things turned out. We're going to walk this deal through our Fleming Deal Score Index. This is one of the tools that we use to evaluate a deal and compare it to other potential acquisitions. So now this particular deal, it's a pizza place that we purchased in South Carolina. Yes, lots of people are against restaurants, but this one's been a home run. So the first thing we look at in our deal evaluation is going to be our buyer fit. Our partner had over 20 years restaurant experience, been trained through the programs of the great restaurateur Cameron Mitchell. So his buyer fit is a perfect 5 out of 5. His background is perfect for him to take over this business. Next, we're going to look at the organizational structure of this restaurant. So this particular restaurant, it's well organized, but it does need a general manager. So that means we're going to give it a 4 out of 5. If it already had a GM, it would be a 5 out of 5. But in this instance, the new owner is expected to serve in the GM role. Our next criteria is seasonality. Now, most small businesses have pretty high levels of seasonality. This pizza shop has none. This place is rocking all year long. Our next criteria is customer concentration. So now we're doing $250,000 to $300,000 a month in revenue. So I sure hope that no one's making up 1 or 2% of that alone. We have no customer concentration to worry about whatsoever. Next, we're looking at margins. This has a very healthy EBITDA margin. It's in the low 20s, which gets it a 5 out of 5. Very good, solid margins. Next is going to be longevity. We want to know how many business cycles this business has been through. How well established is the brand? Now, this particular restaurant is over 30 years old, so another 5 out of 5. This has very long history. It's very well established. All right, now we're turning to valuation. Now, this is an area that this actually should have gotten a pretty low score. Something that scores really well on the other criteria typically should have a high valuation. But this one sold for a relatively low value. I think for one, restaurants tend to sell for a lower valuation, often for good reason. Number two, broker was really hard to work with, and that gave us a better valuation than we probably should have gotten. It's more somewhat rural location, probably turned some people away, which helped us get a better valuation. Fourth, finally, on the valuation side, this one brought in about $600,000 a year in cash. They weren't reporting, that we never gave them credit for. The post-acquisition we found out was real. So in this instance, we could look at the multiple in two different ways: what we modeled it off of and what we expected when we bought it, and what we actually got when we had that extra cash flow. Either way, it scores really well on valuation. It's another 5 out of 5. Next, we're looking at cyclicality. How much does the economic cycle affect this business? And generally, people want their pizza no matter what. You can get some trading down during a bad economy. And for that reason, we're going to give it a 4 out of 5 instead of a 5 out of 5. Lastly, cash conversion cycle. So now this business, they're bringing in about 30% of the revenue in cash day one. The rest comes through credit card payments that just take a couple days to hit your bank account. You have a negative cash conversion cycle, 5 out of 5. Overall, that gives us a near perfect score of 53 out of 55. Now, this is a score that really should not exist. It should have scored worse on valuation, given how good the other criteria were. So to see how other deals scored, including ones we didn't buy, give us a follow, check out our profile. If you want to see how the deal that you're looking at looks according to the Fleming Deal Score, go to the link in our bio and give it a try. You can get 3 free tries.